Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Battlehawks Show featuring yours truly, Jordan, with the 314 Sports on YouTube and every social media platform we have. Week 5, Battlehawk Nation. Came and went. It was glorious. We came out on top. Obviously, you can tell from my enthusiasm. 32-27, Battlehawk victory. What a game. It was in the Dome. I was not there. I had a bowling tournament, okay? Playoffs. But, yeah, I will be there this Friday. I'm taking my son, my 7-year-old. He's excited. He made ESPN last time we were there. He had his shirt off, and he was going like this. That was last year. Anyway, what a game. What a game. What? Duggan. Holy crap. He had a full week of practice this week, and look how he turned out. Wow. He looked so much better in the pocket, running the ball, passing the ball. Dude, looked completely different. But he had a full week of practice, so that tells you a lot. Who was my player of the game last week? Who did I call? Akeem Butler was finally back this week. And what happened? Oh, my Lanta. Akeem Butler had 2 catches, but for 124 yards and 2 glorious, monstrous touchdowns. One of them was for 58 yards. It was beautiful. Akeem couldn't have come back any better than that, basically. He showed up and caught his passes and made them count. Him alone, 12 points. All right. It was crazy. Our defense was put to the test here against the Panthers. Panthers have play a good ball. Perkins, their quarterback, is pretty good. Wouldn't be surprised if he actually gets a shot in the NFL after this season, or at least gets signed to somebody's practice squad and has a chance. Because there's going to be injuries. At least 4 or 5 quarterbacks are going to go down, and somebody's going to need a quarterback. Look at Cleveland. They got like 4 or 5 quarterbacks. They'll probably use them as trade bait. Anyway, that's the NFL. This game was definitely a nail-biter. But we looked solid. We controlled the game the whole time. I really feel like it. Yes, it was back and forth. Yes, there were 7 league changes. Yes, there was 3 late league changes under 6 minutes. And yes, there was 2 league changes under 3 minutes. Anyway, how do I know that? Because I watch my highlights. People, okay. And plus, I just know. I remember. Anyway, the only complaint I really have on this game was there were times where I don't know if it was blown coverage. I don't know if we sent our safety or corner on a blitz, or our safeties or corners decided to tail somebody else and double team somebody and leaving multiple guys multiple times wide open downfield. These could have been major game changers. Yes, they were 40, 50-yard gains and first downs, but they weren't touchdowns. So that's good. But the Panthers, this is probably one of our hard-fought battles, 32-27. Courtesy of Butler. We'll go over some stats here in a minute. And then we'll go over some something else at the end that happened, and then we all got breaking news today, what the consequences were. Okay, so stick with me, and we'll get into that. All right. But let me just go ahead and knock out my player of the game like I was talking about earlier. It was Akeem Butler, okay? And he, for sure, besides Max played a great game. 9 for 12, 124, but he also had 70 yards rushing with 2 touchdowns. So hold up. All right, hold up. We also had a trick play. Our wide receiver, Jackson, number 9 or number 8, used to be a quarterback back in the day in his college days. Now he's like our 3rd string, backup to the backup quarterback / 3rd, 4th fifth wide receiver, or third, fourth, fifth, sixth wide receiver. He came in and threw a glorious touchdown. Actually, let me get to it real quick. I actually have that play specifically. I should right here. Okay. I have it right here. Let's listen to it, shall we? It was awesome. It was awesome. It truly was. That play was crazy. All right, and that was that play was after this one. 67-yard touchdown bomb. And excuse us for the language, but this is pretty good. This was the Akeem's first catch of the game. Keep that in mind. There is the play. There is the target. You nailed that, Jordan Rodgers. A 67-yard touchdown reception. As the Battlehawks retake the lead.
First catch, first touchdown. What message is that saying to the defense that you play? I mean, this defense already know we got one shot on the first play. Everybody been having 9 points all week now. These motherfuckers want to start dropping shit.
They go at the pocket.
That was a trick play. Oh, my God. That place went nuts, dude. That put us up 33-27 with 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. A crazy game. I'm upset I wasn't there, but I watched the whole thing. I watched that in my tournament, and then I went over to my brother-in-law's house and finished watching there. Shout out to you, Terry, which I hope to have him on the podcast soon. I'm currently working on another computer. So, yeah. That game was crazy. Let's get into some stats, shall we? Let's see. Where is my banner here? We'll just go news and notes. Yeah. All right. Let's get into it. Like I said, 27-32 Battlehawks win. Record now 3-2. Michigan Panthers now 3-2. Same record as us. We had this game. We controlled this game, especially in the third and in the first half. It was 17-6 in the first half, and that's what pretty much won us the game because we both came out firing in the second half. They scored 21, and we scored 15. So, yeah, 27-32 is the final. What a game. Let's go over let's go over the Michigan Panthers real quick, their stats, let's give them a little gratitude, even though I'm pissed, but they got their karma, and we'll go over that after I do my stats. So stay tuned. Bryce Perkins, 21 for 25, 235 for 2 touchdowns, no pick. QBR rating of 132, which is great, and a completion percentage of 84%. Bryce Perkins looked great. He did get hit pretty hard and had to come out for a couple plays, and Danny Etling came in and went 4 for 9 and threw a pick. Thank you. He threw a laser, and our guy caught it. Thank you. But anyway, Bryce Perkins, bro, he's good. At one point, he was 18 or something. He was tearing us apart, but he did great. Let's just go back and forth here. I haven't done this one. Let's go back and forth. We'll go quarterbacks, and we'll go rushing, then we'll go receiving. On the other side of the ball, your St. Louis Battlehawks maxed Duggan. 9 for 12 for 124. 1 touchdown, 75% completion percentage, and a QBR rating of 135. So 3% better Perkins, but Perkins had almost double the yards and had double the attempts. And then Blake Jackson had that play to Akeem Butler for 56 yards or 57 yards. Crazy. We had our quarterbacks had 169 yards through the air and 2 touchdowns, no picks. Their quarterbacks had 287 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns, and 1 pick. Let's get into rushing. Tua. Dude's a monster, man. 15 for 74 for 2 touchdowns. Dude's a beast. Now, our leading rusher. And you could probably argue player of the game, but I'm going Akeem because he came back and look at what he did. Come on. 2 for 124. Come on. 2 for 2 on touchdowns and 120. Come on. 2 60-yard bombs. Come on. Come on. Anyway, our rushing leader, Max Duggan, 10 for 72 touchdowns. Clutch. Looked great. Looked faster. Looked more agile. Looked more mobile all come together. Jacob Sailors doing his thing, 12 for 49, no touchdowns on the ground. Howard, 3 for 4. We really have eliminated him ever since his 167-yard bomb or rush or 75-yard rush or whatever in the first game. On the other side, they had 30 attempts for 113 yards. We had 27 attempts for 126 yards. There was a lot of running in this game, but there's a lot of scoring. This game was crazy. Michigan Panthers, Mariner, 6 for 111, tore us up. Malik Turner, 8 for 71 with a touchdown. Samson Nakua, the brother or cousin, whatever, of Puka Nakua, went 3 for 46. And breaking news, Samson Nakua is now suspended for 1 game for slapping a fan in the face after the game was over. And his teammate standing there, I think it was Mariner or Turner or Tua or Sherndon, just points and laughs at him. Now, did the fan deserve it? Okay, maybe not a slap. You're a professional athlete. You're not acting like one. You think you're going to get a job in the NFL acting like that? Don't be stupid just because your last name's Nakua. And that's why your brother or cousin's in the NFL. That's why you're in the UFL. Big difference there, buddy. Yeah, and slap somebody that you know is not going to come over and whoop that ass. You know that fan's going to get tackled as soon as he jumps over, and you're just going to laugh because you know he can't do anything about it. This is St. Louis. We will fight back. Bring it on. Meet us outside. Tailgate. Anyway, they had 25 receptions for 294 yards. Like I was saying earlier, there was like 6, 7 different lead changes. All right. They had 25 receptions for 294 yards and 2 touchdowns. All right. 34 targets, 25 catches. On our side, Akeem Butler, 2 catches, 124, 2 touchdowns, 4 targets, so he was 50%. Jacob Sailors, 2 for 23, clutches. Nobody else had any touchdowns through the air but Akeem. Ja'Cour Pearson doing Ja'Cour Pearson things. He went 2 for -3. We had 10 receptions for 181 yards, 2 touchdowns. Not bad. But what a offensive high-scoring game. Seriously. Rodrigo Blankenship, 2 for 2, long, 44. They had no field goals. None. None whatsoever. Not a lot of punting. This can't be right. Only 3 punts the whole game. That does not sound right. Because, yeah. Yeah, Ja'Cour Pearson, 1 return for 6 yards. Woo! Jeez, man. Jeez. I got some more audio. Let's get into some more audio from the game. Let's see here. What do I want to go over next? Let's see. Oh, all right. John Gruden. Shout out to you, John Gruden. Big shout out to you. First off, he's a Blues fan. Second off, he's a St. Louis fan. Let me take the hat off for Gruden here. All right. Shout out to you, John Gruden. All right. He called the Blues were down 0-2 in the series, okay? Get this real quick or whatever. He came out, he got a box from St. Louis, he put it all on and saying how big of a Blues fan we are, fired us all up, gave us this big speech, and we tied the series 2-0. Headed back to Vancouver, game tomorrow at 5 in Vancouver, game 6 in St. Louis. 2 big games coming up for them. Anyway, then he got the Battlehawks stuff and fired up the Battlehawks. Listen to this man right here.
You guys love football? You love football, Jeff?
Yeah.
I love it. This is from the St.
Courtesy of
Louis
John Gruden of Barstool
Battlehawks
Sports.
in the United Football League. These guys love football. I love watching. Head coach Anthony Beck used to play for me in Tampa, tight end, first round draft choice out of West Virginia. He's the head coach of the St. Louis Battlehawks. You know how I feel about the St. Louis Blues, the St. Louis Baseball Cardinals? Everybody knows I love Tony La Russa and the St. Louis Cardinals, Chris Carpenter, Lou Brock, Mark McGuire, Ozzie Smith. Come on, Joe Torre. I love St. Louis. I coached at Southeast Missouri State, and I love the St. Louis Battlehawks. They got a hell of a quarterback now, let me tell you. Manny Wilkins, he's a dual threat. He's out of Arizona State. They even got Max Dugan on the sideline over there, too. He's out of TCU. Look at this, Jake. The United Football League, the St. Louis Battlehawks. 6 o'clock Saturday night. The Michigan Panthers are rolling into town. Wow, this is phenomenal. You know Anthony Beck, a handsome coach like that. You know he's got some great gear. Look at that. Jeff, that'll look good on you. Ooh, look at that. A Battlehawk. Have you ever watched the UFL? The Battlehawks, they have better fans than anybody. And we ask all the fans in St. Louis to get out there Saturday night and watch the Battlehawks. Get some of this gear. Look at this. You know the running back, Jacob Sailors? He's not only a hell of a running back, he's leading their team in receiving. He's a dual threat. He can catch it. He can run it. I love the Battlehawks. This is a heck of a sweatsuit, man. Right there, you go right underneath the arches as you enter St. Louis. You just know what you're getting when the Battlehawks come out for battle. Well coached, excellent defense. But the big thing is, Jeff, we got to have this game. We're 2-2. Here comes Michigan into town. We got to get right. Come on, let's go. You shot poor Pearson, their leading receiver, with 14 catches. This is really nice stuff, man. Thank you to Coach Anthony Beck. Thanks to all you guys on the St. Louis Battlehawks for battling your asses off. Let's get this win. Let's get this freaking season back on track. And let's go on a roll, man. Let's roll like Battlehawks. Here, Jeff, catch. Ooh, that's the best catch you've ever made, Jeff.
Let's go, dude. John Gruden. What did it do, man? Oh my God. That was amazing. Yeah, that was John Gruden is the man. Former ex-Buccaneers coach, former ex-Raiders coach. God, man. Good guy. Good guy. St. Louis fan through and through. You can't beat that. Let's see. All right, now I got some stuff here from the head coach, Anthony Beck. Let's see, after the game.
I know he has quarterbacking. Talk about Blake. That was a bullet. I mean, he put that thing. I know he has quarterbacking skills in the past, but that was something.
Yeah, I mean, just his ability when he got outside, he kind of moved back, found some space, stepped up on the outside of the pocket there, and just threw a dime. That's what we're talking about. Just guys kind of stepping up and making plays. When your moment comes, we talk about it. When your number's called, make the play. And it's not easy. There's a lot of pressure. Guys go out there, they practice hard. No one knows when their number is going to be called. And in that moment, Blake had to, maneuver and do some things in that situation. And, calling his number and the play caller to actually call that play that late in the game when it mattered to have trust. That's great. So it's great for Blake. We trust our players. We tell them all the time. We believe, we trust in them. And ultimately, we're going to try to put them in the best positions to win games. And they got to make plays. And they did today.
And it was one hell of a game. Now, this is Coach Anthony Beck
That was incredible.
on the fan base.
First, I just want to say thank you to the fan base today. That was incredible. I mean, every third down, fourth down, that's what it's all about. That's the experience that we're trying to give our players and our league and really the other team. I mean, honestly, you got to play in these elements, and these elements help guys raise their bar and take it to the next level. And we just got a huge game next week, a divisional opponent. And I'm just asking everybody again, like I always say, bring a friend, bring one friend. But man, it was loud today. It was a factor. And I'm really appreciative of the fan base for coming out and supporting us in this.
Yeah. We always show up. What do you mean? Now, this is Anthony Beck in the locker room after the victorious win.
That's a way to fucking respond right there. We talked about it all week. We got to finish. We finished that game. Give it up for the defense. Welcome back. It's kind of nice to have number 88 in the mix. Around him. Special team. Come on, man. Guys, I'm telling you, this is what it's going to take. It's stressful. It hurts. You got to finish the games. But, man, we keep doing this. We start stacking W's. Who can stop us? We got to stay together now. All right, we got a team that we played a week ago, right? All right, we got to get our bodies right. I'm going to take care of you. You'll be ready to go. But, man, like I said, I'm just impressed of your will to finish the football game today. Bring it in.
Hell yeah. Hey, good one, fellas. Way to stay together. Way to play as a team, baby. Hey, Battlehawks on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go. Oh, I hope you guys like this episode. I just had a bunch of audio and stuff like that from it. But did I play this one? Oh, yeah, that was Max Duggan. But yeah, that is basically it for my recap of this week. I can go over my power rankings, standings updates. We got DC still in first with the power ranking at 4-1. We got Arlington at 3-2, who just lost. St. Louis 3-2, Michigan 3-2, Birmingham 3-2. This is a wide open playing game halfway through the season, fellas. So this could, and ladies, whoever's listening. Houston 2-3, Memphis and San Antonio at the bottom at 1-4. Memphis and San Antonio basically swap spots at 7 and 8. Your St. Louis Battlehawks moved from 5 to 3 with that crazy win over Michigan. And that bumped Birmingham down 3 spots with their loss as well. And Michigan actually stayed put in 4th, but that moved us up to 3rd. And Arlington also moved up. Wait, look, they won their game. That's right. But we have Arlington next week. Actually, we have Arlington in 3 days. Friday night on ESPN. Make sure we're all there to pack the dome. All right. I will have a podcast up Thursday for the preview of that Renegades. It'll be nice, short, and sweet. Okay. So bear with me on that. And we will get to that when we get to it. So, on top of that, that's everything I have. Thanks for tuning in. Again, please go like, subscribe, comment, share it out. Hit me up if you would like to be on here. If you would like me to cover a certain topic or cover anything at all, just let me know. I'm willing to do really anything on here. Battlehawk wise, football wise, UFL wise, you let me know. You want certain stats, I'll get them for you. But until Thursday, everybody have a great week.